Welcome to your ultimate guide to acing your medical director interview. Today, we're going to dive into some key questions you might encounter and explore how to tackle them with confidence. Let's start by looking at how you can showcase your leadership abilities in a multidisciplinary setting. Can you share a story about when you led a multidisciplinary team through a challenging project? What was the result? Interviewers want to see your ability to lead a team made up of various disciplines and bring them together to achieve a common goal. Here are some tips to help you craft an impactful answer. Think of a specific project that was complex and required teamwork. Highlight your leadership role and how you coordinated with different team members. Discuss the challenges you faced and the strategies you used to overcome them. Share the positive outcomes or achievements that resulted from your leadership. Reflect on what you learned and how it influenced your leadership approach. Now, let's consider an example of how you might answer this question.
In my previous role, I led a team to implement a new electronic health record system. We initially faced resistance from staff across departments, so I organized workshops to address their concerns and brought in a change management consultant. Ultimately, we successfully launched the system on schedule and saw a 30% increase in user adoption within the first month. This experience taught me the importance of open communication and adaptability in leadership.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for medical director. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Can you tell us about a time you had to explain a complex medical concept to a non-medical audience? How did you make sure they understood? This question assesses your ability to communicate complex information clearly and effectively to those without a medical background. Here are some strategies to help you deliver a clear and effective answer. Identify a specific medical concept you had to explain. Describe the audience and their level of understanding. Use analogies or visual aids to simplify the concept. Engage your audience by inviting questions and feedback. End with a summary to reinforce their understanding. Let's look at an example answer to give you a better idea.
I once had to explain diabetes management to a group of patients with no medical training. I used simple analogies such as comparing insulin to a key that unlocks the doors of the body to let sugar in. I encouraged questions and used a chart to visualize blood sugar levels. By the end, the patients expressed feeling more confident in managing their condition. This approach highlighted the importance of using relatable examples and being open to questions.
Think about a strategic initiative you led that improved care quality or operational efficiency. Can you describe what you did? Here, the interviewer wants to gauge your strategic planning abilities and how you can drive improvements in a healthcare setting. Consider these tips to develop a comprehensive response. Identify a specific initiative with clear objectives. Include metrics or KPIs to demonstrate improvement. Explain your leadership role and the actions you took. Discuss any challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Conclude with the impact on patient care or operations. Here's an example to illustrate how you might answer this question.
I led a telehealth initiative aimed at improving access for chronically ill patients. Our goal was to increase patient engagement by 40%. I coordinated cross-departmental teams, implemented staff training, and monitored patient satisfaction. As a result, we achieved a 50% increase in follow-up appointments and enhanced patient outcomes. This project underscored the value of collaborative effort and proactive problem solving.
Imagine having two physicians on your team who strongly disagree on a treatment plan. How would you handle this situation? This question is about conflict resolution and your ability to mediate disagreements while keeping patient care at the forefront. Here are some approaches to effectively manage this scenario. Listen to both sides completely before intervening. Encourage a collaborative discussion to explore each perspective. Facilitate a review of evidence-based guidelines related to the treatment. Help the team focus on the best interest of the patient. Follow up to ensure the agreed plan is being implemented effectively. Consider this example to see how you might approach your answer.
I would first listen to both physicians to fully understand their viewpoints. Then, I would encourage them to discuss their rationale together, emphasizing evidence based practices. My goal would be to find a consensus that prioritizes the patient's well being. This approach fosters mutual respect and ensures that the patient's needs are at the center of our decisions.
Picture yourself facing limited resources, but several urgent needs. How would you prioritize? This scenario tests your decision-making skills, especially in resource allocation when faced with competing priorities. Let's explore some methods to navigate this challenging situation. Assess the impact of each need on patient care and outcomes. Consider the urgency and time sensitivity of each request. Evaluate resource availability and constraints. Engage with stakeholders to understand their needs and perspectives. Make a decision based on data and prioritize what aligns with organizational goals. Here's an example to help guide your response.
I would first assess which needs directly impact patient care. Then, I'd prioritize based on urgency and the immediate risks to patient health. Engaging with the team would help gather insights on resource constraints, allowing us to focus on the most critical areas. This method ensures that we're making informed choices that align with our strategic goals.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.